Do you have Parkinson's or are newly diagnosed with Parkinson's and you're looking for some daily strategies to help you make it through the day? Well, then you've come to the right place. Hi, I'm Kustanbauter, and I've been living an exceptional life with Parkinson's for the past 14 years. Today, I'm going to talk about some different strategies that I use on a daily basis to help me live a great quality of life. And we're going to share those with you so that you can implement those into your daily activities and so you can live a great quality life and continue to do the things that you love to do. So let's begin. Now, let's just give a little brief background on Parkinson's for those that may be caregivers or family members that aren't familiar with Parkinson's. Parkinson's is a neurodegenerative disease that causes different symptoms, especially motor symptoms, such as tremor, stiffness, rigidity, and slowness of movement. And that's going to have a big impact on people's quality of life. So now that we understand Parkinson's and the impact that it can have, a lot of times it's embarrassing for people to go out because they don't want to be out and having tremors or they end up having freezing and people are thinking, what are you doing? So a lot of times people will stay home and drop out a lot of the activities that they used to do. So let's talk about some of the strategies that you can use to help you on a daily basis so that you can live a great quality of life with Parkinson's. Now, the first thing is when you first wake up, most people are going to take their medications. So make sure you take your medications as prescribed by your healthcare provider. That's going to ensure that you're helping to manage your Parkinson's symptoms. The next thing I like to do is do some general stretching for flexibility because that's going to help loosen up my muscles and it's going to help me to move around throughout the morning as I get ready for the day. So I do some toe touches, I do some calf raises, I do some lunges where I step forward and stretch my hamstrings and my calves, and then I take a step back with my one leg straight out and my foot up and my other knee bent to help stretch my hamstring. So light stretching exercises are a great way to help you get the flexibility that you need. So now that we've taken our medication and now that we've stretched, we want to make sure that we eat a great quality breakfast that's going to give us the energy to move throughout the day. Because what we don't want to do is crash in the afternoon because we're eating a lot of sugary type of cereals or Danishes and things like that are going to spike our blood sugar and then make us, crash later in the day in terms of energy. So make sure you eat a good breakfast, whether it be dairy products such as cottage cheese, yogurts, eggs, oatmeal. All those are great options for helping you provide energy and giving you the nutrients that you need to function throughout the day. Now that we've eaten breakfast, one of the things that I like to do, and I'm going to talk about 5 different strategies. The first one is exercise. Now, exercise, as we all know, is one of the key things that's going to help us with our motor symptoms, and it's going to help. There's some data out there that says that it may even help slow the progression of Parkinson's. So when you think of exercise, a lot of people dread it and say, oh, I hate exercise. No problem. Pick things that you like to do. So for instance, if you like to walk with a friend, put those sneakers on, get out there and start to walk. And you're going to reap the benefits of that. If you like to swim, go swim laps or take an aquatics class. That's another great option. You're getting your aerobic exercise with a lot of other people and you're having fun while you're doing it. Cycling, some people take a spin class if they can't cycle outside anymore. And that's another great option. But a couple other exercises that you want to make sure that you include in your exercise program are strength training and balance exercises and flexibility. Now, in terms of strength training, a lot of people think, oh, I don't like to lift weights. I can't go to the gym. Come on. There's all those big meatheads there that are going to make me look bad. I can't do it. Well, no problem. There's a lot of household items that you can use around the house for strength training. So for instance, you can use canned beans or canned vegetables to do bicep curls, and that's going to help you strengthen your biceps. You can also use those to do tricep extensions, shoulder presses, and then you can use empty luggage as well or empty bags and bend over and stand up for squats. And then if you go to Amazon, you can order bands, and bands can help you do rows, and you can also do those with cans as well. But if you get the bands, you can do rows, you can do chest presses and flies. So there's a lot of things that you can do at home that you don't need a lot of fancy equipment to do. But one of the things you want to do is make sure that you're incorporating strength training at least twice a week into your exercise program. And then in terms of balance, there's a lot of great balance exercises out there. I try to spend 5 to 10 minutes every day doing balance because it's going to help me in my journey throughout the day to prevent falls. And that's the ultimate goal, is to prevent falls. So make sure that you include balance into your exercise program. But again, pick things that you like, because it's all about consistency. Consistency is what's going to give you the results that you're looking for. So put on those sneakers, find a friend, find a family member, and get out there, whether it's to the gym or whether it's walking. Now, the second thing that I like to do is to help reduce stress and anxiety. Now, the Parkinson's Foundation, in one of their studies, showed that about 50% of people suffer from depression and anxiety. And one of the ways that we can help with depression and anxiety is through mindfulness techniques. And there's a lot of different mindfulness techniques out there that you can use. Meditation, there's a lot of great apps. I know Calm is one of the apps you can use, but there's a lot of other apps out there that you can use for meditation. And if you just go online and search for free meditation guides, they'll walk you through meditation exercises. In addition, there's also deep breathing exercises. These are a great way to control your breathing. So as you become anxious, one of the first things you do is you start to hyperventilate and breathe really shallowly. So what the deep breathing exercises teach you to do is to step back and focus and take in the breath and notice the breath. And that's going to slow things down and help you from getting overexcited and then having panic and anxiety. And then another thing you can do is to create a gratitude journal. I have a gratitude journal that I every morning I get up, and one of the first things I do is I write 3 things that I'm grateful for. And that really helps me start out the day in a great way. Now, once that's meditation. Now let's talk about attitude. One of the best things you can do to have a great day is to have a positive attitude and a positive mindset. Now, you are going to run into challenges, and I certainly understand. There's days where my balance is off, or I have a lot of tremors, or I have freezing. So I understand, and by no means am I trying to minimize the symptoms. But also, you can change our mindset to say, okay, this is a challenge for me, but I'm going to overcome this challenge. And how am I going to overcome this challenge? I'm going to use some of the techniques, whether it be exercise, whether it be mindfulness techniques, and also helping others is a great way, because a lot of times you get involved in helping others and it takes your mind off of the worry and things that you have with your motor symptoms. And so having a positive mindset and accepting that there's going to be challenges, but understanding that you can overcome the challenges and you can take control of your life is an important key. So that's one of the things that I always recommend for people, is to start their day with a positive attitude. And one of the ways you can do that is to list 3 things you're grateful for. Because a lot of times we don't appreciate some of the things that we're grateful for in life. And it's like, wow, look at what I found. And so that's going to help propel you forward throughout the day. So attitude and optimism is another great way to help you get through the day. So it helps push the negative thoughts that you have and the negative experiences you're having, and it helps propel you forward throughout the day. And then the next is nutrition. Now, you want to make sure that you're fueling your body with things that are going to give you the energy you need to have a great day. And those include macronutrients. You're probably saying, what are macronutrients, Chris? Well, macronutrients there's 3 of them. There's proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. Now, a lot of people get confused with proteins and carbohydrates. And one of the ways that I try to express it is that carbohydrates typically grow in the ground. They're typically your fruits and vegetables. And then proteins walk on the ground. So they tend to be chicken, beef. And then also you have fish that swim. So those are, but that's one easy way to distinguish it. So make sure you get your proteins, make sure you get and you want to pick lean proteins like chicken, turkey, and fish. And then you want to make sure that with the carbohydrates, you're getting your fruits and vegetables, your whole grains, and they can include your stay engaged, because if you don't stay engaged, you become socially isolated. you become depressed and you go down a real dark road. So we want to keep you from going down that dark road by making sure you stay engaged. And so participate in social groups and community groups, whether they're live or whether they're online. Make sure you stay active in things the hobbies that you enjoyed. Don't, because you have Parkinson's, don't just drop out of the hobbies you enjoyed. Continue to participate and do the things that you used to do. And then make sure you stay engaged with your friends and your family, because they're there to support you and they're there to help you and they're there to make sure that you don't become socially isolated. And now, all these things that I've talked about today, exercise, mindfulness and meditation, positive attitude and optimism, nutrition and community and social interaction, all those I've spent months of doing research on, and those are the strategies that I use on a daily basis to help me live an exceptional quality of life. Now, when I talk about exceptional quality of life, exceptional is different for everybody. But if you can just live a great quality of life and continue to do the things that you want to do, that's what it's all about. So what's exceptional to me may not be exceptional to you, but as long as you can continue to do the things that you did before your diagnosis, and you're living a great quality of life, that's what it's all about, because that's the mission of this program. It's just to help as many people as possible live a great quality of life with Parkinson's. So as we close out, let's go back and review the 5 strategies that you can use: exercise, mindfulness and meditation, positive attitude and optimism, nutrition, and community and social interaction. So make sure you incorporate those into your daily plan, and you'll have a great day, you have a great week, you have a great month and a great year. So I thank you for listening. Please hit that subscribe button and like button if you like this video, and I look forward to seeing you on future podcast and YouTube. And again, please hit the subscribe button and share with your friends that need help with and are struggling with their Parkinson's diagnosis, because we're all here as a community to help each other. And I want to build a great community where we can all share our success stories and work with each other and lead a great quality of life. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon.